So far this spring has been very cool and very wet, and tonight's not going to be any different. We're currently en route to a lake we've never been to before. We have a reserved site, and for the first time on this channel, we're going to be attempting to camp out of the truck. Here she is. Oh, she's a little bumpy. All right. Oh, it's a beautiful sight. So far, site seems pretty good. For the most part, it's actually really dry where the tent's gonna go, which is nice. As I was saying, it's been raining a ton, so I was expecting it to be a mud pit, so that's good news. We have a little fire pit, picnic table. Funny, it almost looks like a pizza oven, but I don't think that's actually what it is. And then over there, looks like we have a little outhouse. And of course, down this way, we have the main feature. The unfortunate part with this campsite and this lake is there's no fishing allowed. There's actually no fishing allowed in this whole, I guess it's kind of like a wildlife reserve, but I don't think there's any trout in this lake anyway. It seems really shallow. It definitely would have been nice to cast a line. What can you do? The issue with trying to camp in the Ranger is it's got a short bed, meaning the truck bed here is only, I think it's 5 feet. So that's not even enough for Joel to sleep in there. Some of you guys might remember this tent. We used to hook it up to the old SUV. My plan is, and I'm hoping it works because I don't have a plan B, is to try to set this up to the truck and then sleep with the tailgate down. Confident it's gonna work, but I don't know for sure. All right. Holy, is that ever dirty? Okay, this will be the moment of truth. We're gonna take the tent and try to pull over top of the truck, and I don't see why not. I don't see why this wouldn't work. Just a giver. It'd be great if it reached to here. Okay. Okay. Okay, that was my biggest fear. If this truck was 1 inch bigger, it wouldn't work. So we're good. Sweet. Let's have this little awning for airflow, especially while it's well, if it starts raining. Hopefully it doesn't, but it's probably gonna. So I just took a peek at the radar, and it looks like there's a giant system just north of us. Like it's just missing us. Well, this tent's actually great for a lot of things. Obviously, if it rains, we have a lot more room than just hanging out inside the car. But secondly, it's all screened in, so when it is bug season, you can comfortably relax without getting assaulted by mosquitoes, black flies, and horse flies. Not bad. Only issue is we have two little gaps there and over there. So if it starts to rain sideways, things could get interesting, but I don't know, I think we'll be all right. Okay, we fixed the issue, just to drop one panel down. Now it's a little saggy, but at least there's no gap, so no bugs will get in. And if it does rain sideways, we're covered. This setup is pretty okay. What I think would be most ideal is to have a cap and then a rooftop tent on top of that. But for now, this will do just fine. Well, it's 5:15 and I figure we have about an hour window until it's supposed to start raining, so might as well take advantage of that and cook outside. So tonight we're trying something might be a little ambitious for myself, something we've never cooked before, something that probably requires a few too many steps for me to follow without the assistance of Joel. But we're gonna give it a shot anyways. We're gonna try to make spring rolls. Now, I don't know why I thought of spring rolls. It's a pretty random food. I think I saw something on Instagram or one of those sites, and it's got me thinking that maybe I can do it. Maybe it can be tasty. So we're gonna give it a shot. Step 2, gotta brown some pork. Only need a teaspoon of garlic and ginger, a teaspoon of each. Soften that up. Add 3 cups of our coleslaw mix, so that's a lot. Such an idiot. Oh, I'm at the point where if this turns out, it's a miracle. There you have it. The filling is complete. Probably could use a little bit more coleslaw in there, but this will be all right. So now comes the fun part. We have to try to roll these up, and to say my confidence level is low would be an understatement. Have to whisk up an egg. It's essentially going to be our glue. The key to this is to not overfill them. So, as easy as that sounds, I'm probably going to overfill a couple. I'm thinking that was maybe a good amount. Oh, no, I'm thinking that was definitely too much. Oh God, way too much egg. Okay. Okay. That looks all right. I think. Just wait there. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about these. Oh, I wish Joelle was here. I'm sure she'll be laughing about this later. I'm sure she'll love this. I don't really know what an acceptable amount of egg rolls to eat is. I think 10 is okay. It's manageable. Heat up some oil. Here goes nothing. Ooh. Ooh. Looks like I know what I'm doing. I'm starting to think 10 might be a lot. It's done. Here's number 1. Ooh. So with these, I'm gonna use some, try some plum sauce. Thinking that's gonna taste pretty good. Cheers. That's pretty freaking good. These would be such a great shareable meal, little appetizer, snack with family and friends while you're camping. And honestly, it wasn't that hard. It might have seemed like I struggled, which I probably did, let's be honest. But if I can do it, it can't be that difficult. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 8.2 out of 10. Talk about good timing. We just finished most of the egg rolls. Couldn't do them all. But it's raining. We couldn't have finished dinner much more than 2 minutes ago. And yeah, perfect timing. Should be okay. We'll see how much water collects here, but I'm thinking we'll be all right. Maybe we can prop it up with a pole or something. There you go. That should do it. Well, just looking at the radar again, and it officially looks like our luck has run out. It looks like it's gonna rain pretty much until the end of tomorrow. It's actually a huge system. It starts with snow all the way up in northern Ontario and actually goes all the way down south, the same system, all the way down to New Orleans. I can't tell you how happy I am that we decided to eat when we did. Because it is coming down outside now. 0 to 100 real quick. Well, it seems like the rain has slowed down just a little bit, but I don't expect that to last for too long. It's nice to hear the spring peepers out there too, but it's going to be a loud night. It's going to be lots of rain noise and lots of frog noise and nature noises of all sorts. But we're going to call it. We're going to crawl into our cave here and Yeah, call it a night. Ugh. Good night. We'll see you guys in the morning. Morning, everybody. I think overall, pretty good sleep, but the most important thing is we stayed dry, so that was my one concern. Well, the good news is it's not raining now, so we're gonna get up, make some coffee, and start our day. Well, looks like it's raining again. Shit. Not bad, not bad at all. So last week I decided to start a second channel. It's called Adam Stew ASMR. And if you're not familiar with ASMR, it's basically videos with no speaking. Now I know that's not for everybody, so that's why I've decided to post it on a second channel. But if ASMR is your thing, you should go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. And before we leave, of course, we have to check out this outhouse. Nice. This is gonna sound really weird, but it smells so good in here. Like fresh cedar. I think that's the first time I've ever said that in an outhouse. Even got a nice window to wave to people walking by. Gotta say, that is a 10 out of 10 outhouse. Well, I don't know if that was necessarily the best way to put that tent away, but it was certainly the easiest. Next warm day I'll have to figure out a way to hang it up and dry it out, but we'll worry about that later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you later.